Dragon tales, almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. That song has been stuck in my head for weeks, but for the last week and especially today, it just keeps playing over and over again. So, some of you might have grown up on Dragon Tales, or you have spirit babies that resonate with some of the messages in some of the episodes from Dragon Tales. So, there's that. Also, this is a dragon channeled message. My loves are here to deliver a message to you. We had a nice little talk about what this was about. And then, of course, the cards came out to confirm. And now I'm here to show you the message. Now, some of y'all are from the South because Southern accents keep coming out, but it's like different kind. So if you are from the South, please comment below whether you're seeing this on YouTube or Instagram. I'm making it more so for Instagram, but wherever I post it at, if you're from the South, just comment. I'm picking up on like Tennessee accents, like middle part of Texas accents, Florida, Georgia. Yes, I have Southern folk in my family, but nonetheless, these are very key accents, and a couple of people from like VA. So comment below if you're from those regions and you resonate with this message. This is a general message for the collective, so only take what resonates for and to you. Leave what doesn't. You're responsible for your actions and reactions to personal as well as collective messages. If you wish to book a personal reading, you can do so. The link is in my bio. Prices are always listed with the type of reading that you want. You can also tip towards these collective readings, and when you do that, you can mention the type you want to see, whether it's like spirit babies, love, prosperity, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Now, we start off with the honeydew dragon, which is gratitude. I'm pretty sure, especially if y'all from the South, you've heard the phrase, you catch more bees with honey. But ever since I was a little girl, I would always tell my grandma, if you have a garden, you'll get 1,000 more, because bees collect what they need to make their honey from the different plants, the different flowers and whatnot. They get the nectar, and then that's how they make their honey. And if you notice, this bee is flying to a plant. It's about to land on it and do its job. Now, why does gratitude play into this? Well, the bee has to have gratitude towards that flower, and the flower and the different things that bees naturally help also have to have gratitude for them. Neither one can live without the other, really. So this is about being grateful for what you currently have, but also be grateful for the different tools and the different people around you that help you with what you do. Never get to that point where you're like, oh, I just did it all myself, as if somebody didn't come. Even if it's something as simple as, maybe some of y'all are blessed to live in neighborhoods where the mailman. It's the same person normally on your route. They're kind of cool with you. And whenever they see a package or a letter with your name on it, they go out of their way to make sure that you get it and to make sure they put it in the exact place you told them to put it in. Be grateful for that. Not everyone has that luxury. You probably actually have important documents coming to you right now. That's what I'm seeing. And so some of you sort of depend on it being the regular person that tends to drop it off, because every time it's a new person, they don't do what the other person knows to do. So it's little things like that. And then, of course, bigger things. Be grateful. Gratitude helps you to grow. And remember, if the plants don't grow, the bee can't collect what's necessary to make the honey in which they live off of, in which we then also receive life and properties from as well. So it's all about understanding the circle of life. And everything in nature has a tremendous amount of gratitude and love for other things that exist in nature. A mountain doesn't believe itself more important than the valley below, and the valley below doesn't see itself as less important than the mountain. The mountain is on the back of the valley. So you have to understand how you, as a human being who's also born in this physical incarnation of nature, you have to be in tune with the spirituality side of nature as well as the physical. And in both of those respects, you can't be in a lack of gratitude for neither. Most of you are on a spiritual journey, which is also a self journey. There's no such thing as a self journey. That's not a soul journey. Be grateful for the journey, even when you come across conflicts and challenges, because they help you grow, which leads to the radish dragon, who's like, growth, baby. Enjoy this. Enjoy growing from a seed into something bigger. I always say, star seeds aren't meant to stay a seed forever. That's not our job. We're not meant to just be a seed. The same thing applies to anything that goes through a growing experience. Also, there's butterflies on several cards. I want you guys to understand in readings with me, there's a difference between when I say transformation and when I say metamorphosis. They're two different things. Transformations can be subtle. Transformations can also be big, but for the most part, you're still able to recognize who you are in a sense. So, for example, like when a woman gets pregnant, because some of you are pregnant right now, or you're about to be, the first stage is the glow. Or when something really happy happens to someone, the first thing you notice about them is they seem luminescent, right? Okay, but after the baby's born, that's when you see this metamorphosis because the person went from being mother-like, being fertile, to now being a mother. So they look in the mirror and they don't always recognize the person they were before. For some people, it might be, oh, I thought I was a woman until I had a child, or that's what some of you have said before in the past for those of you who have had babies. Because some of the spirit babies they're channeling in as spirit, but they're physical babies. They're already here. They're between like newborns and about 3 years old. And they're trying to talk to y'all, and you don't understand what they're saying because they're speaking the language of sound and they're speaking light language, and you think that they're speaking gobbledygook. You're not paying attention to their facial expressions when they're looking around, even when they look like they're not looking at anything. They're looking at something. And if you pay attention, you'll notice it's always in a certain area, or it's always when there's a certain vibration in the room. That's them trying to send you a message or interacting with something else around you. Could be their guardians, could be yours. You want to pay attention to those kind of things. It flows into this message. It's all a part of growth, though. The same way a child goes from being a child into, an adolescent and then into an adult. And when you become an adult, you live in a society where the last couple of centuries, okay, a little bit more than a couple, but you get what I'm saying. It's not the way we were, but it's become the way that we're accustomed to, where you're made to believe you have to let go of so-called childlike things. There's a difference between being childlike and being childish. Two different things, my loves. Childish is a problem. Childlike, you actually want to be able to tap into that more. Children believe in the adventure and they're excited about it, even when it seems scary. Think back to like watching Indiana Jones as a kid, if you guys have watched that. I would hope so, considering, but if not, watch it. Kids watch that type of stuff and they get excited even when there's moments where it's like we should be nervous or we should be scared, because children, even when they're scared, are more likely to face what they're afraid of. They're taught to be the opposite. They're taught that when they fear something, they have to always run or be in a flight and fight, mentality. Sometimes standing ground doesn't even have to always mean being combative. It doesn't mean always fighting. Sometimes it's just standing a ground. Children naturally do this when you let them be themselves, when you let them be, in most cases. So you want to be able to tap into that childlike nature, that creative, adventurous side, and that childlike kindness. And that's what the grape jelly and the raspberry dragon wants you to know. I also feel like some of y'all who are having cravings, you've been craving raspberries or some type of berry like strawberry a lot. Strawberry dragon didn't come out today. Strawberry dragon didn't want to talk today. However, the raspberry one is like kindness, and that's a cosign to childlike kindness. Normally when children are kind, it's very nourishing. It's, if you've ever seen two kids, like there's a video I shared a while ago, I'll reshare it in my Insta story, where it's like a little boy and he's asking the other boy, you okay? You need a hug? It's like that. Don't let go of that side of yourself. Don't let anyone steal your joy, and don't let anyone snuff out your kindness. Okay? It's all going to play a part into some big things coming into your life right now. And that's your short little message that your spirit babies and guys wanted you to know, and my dragons were happy to deliver it to you. This is not Eli that's talking. Eli did the last message, or rather the message before last. But if you wish to see what the message was before this on my Instagram, because it may resonate with you, there were some angel cards that came out for it as well. You can check that one out on @NativeMamina, because again, I might be posting this on both YouTube and Instagram. Until next time, my loves, bye-bye. And of course, peace, love, and light. Quick little advertisement moment. If you love this stand, it was made by my beautiful sister Nelsa. You can check out her shop. Link will be in the bio. Okay? Okay.